Hi there, I'm Jamie Wake and you've chosen to start your day the gay way by watching Outcast TV. The show that reports your news, lets me air my views and lets us discuss our issues. There's no fancy backdrop this week, it's my birthday and people are staying in the studio, so a little tough there, but without further ado, these are just some of the LGBT news stories that have recently come out of the closet. An 82-year-old pensioner has been attacked, robbed and locked up in his own home by a guy he met in an unnamed gay bar in Brighton. The pensioner met the guy on Monday and invited him back to his home and was viciously attacked and locked up in another room whilst a little tow rag made his escape. According to the Argus, which is a Brighton newspaper, the police say that it's likely that the pensioner was targeted as he was in the gay bar and reminding people to be wary of inviting strangers back to their home. Sergeant Alex Evans of Sussex Police said that he believed that this man may be preying on vulnerable people who socialise within gay venues. Not only has this story shocked and disgusted me, but it reminds us that we need to ensure that we keep our wits about us at all times. I work with older people, so I know just how vulnerable they can be, and it reopens that age-old debate on the lack of services for older people who identify themselves as LGBT. They have the same right and to the same social and sexual interaction that we do, and I believe that venues should be working with organisations to help provide that inclusion. This story also reminds us that actually we're all at risk when inviting anyone back to our homes, and with the wide use of sites such as Gaydar and Recon and apps such as Grindr, do we really know who we're actually bringing through our very front doors? US President Obama, like UK Prime Minister David Cameron, has made a stand against an African country that discriminates against gay people by threatening to cut off its aid. He's threatening to cut off aid to Nigeria if they pass the now infamous anti-gay bill, but Nigerians don't appear to be bothered by that very threat. Only within the last few weeks, the Nigerian Senate passed a bill that strictly prohibits same-sex romantic liaisons. The consequences are severe and gay Nigerians will face a jail sentence of 10 to 14 years if they are caught. The bill still has to pass through the country's lower legislative chamber, the House of Representatives, before Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan can sign it into law. Addressing the Nigerian press on Obama's threat, Zachary Mohammed, a Nigerian lawmaker, said, "We have a culture, we have religious beliefs, and we have a tradition. We are black people, we are not white, and so the US cannot impose its culture on us. Same-sex marriage is alien to our culture, and we can never give it a chance. So if Western nations withhold their aid to us, to hell with them." Meanwhile, Malawi is to review its stance on homosexuality following Obama's threat and last year's jailed two gay men who underwent the country's first gay marriage. The two men have since been pardoned. I'm not a huge fan of Obama, so well done, sir, for making a stand. In every show on Outcast TV, we seem to be bringing you similar news stories where African countries want to destroy the fellow countrymen who identify themselves as LGBT, and they're using religion, race and culture as an argument to allow atrocities in their countries such as murder. Love is love, and being gay is not a Western invention, it's a human reality, so please, get over it. A Scottish minister's homophobic comments have sparked outrage amongst equal marriage campaigners when he compared gay people to thieves and paedophiles. Reverend James Gracie argued on BBC Radio that LGBT people should not be treated equally because homosexuality was a lifestyle choice, compared to people who steal, people who have tendencies for all sorts of things. When quizzed on his views on gay marriage, he said that if the homosexual and these people want to be treated equally, then what of paedophiles and what about polygamy? His comments outraged campaigners who are celebrating the Scottish Government's plan to legalise same-sex marriage following a months-long consultation, which ended on Friday with a record 50,000 responses. Scotland's Deputy First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, said that all views will be listened to, but added that ministers tended towards the initial view that same-sex marriage should be introduced. This all in the same week that the ban of civil partnerships in churches has been lifted, though the Church of England has banned its churches from holding them. So well done, Scotland. You've permitted open debate on the subject, and you seem to still be leaning in the right direction. We're all getting a bit tired of religious groups spouting off sermons about love thy neighbour, and then as soon as you do, directing us to hell. It's just a shame that the UK government have delayed our consultation here in the UK. Lynn Featherstone has done extremely well getting us this far, but in coalition with a split Tory party. But if Scotland allows gay marriage first, I'm moving there. And finally, we've recently brought you the news story about Toronto's gay penguins being split up to breed, but zookeepers in China's Harbin Polar Land are allowing a gay penguin couple called 0310 and 067 to adopt and raise a chick as their own. According to the Times newsfeed, the pair had a history of stealing eggs from other more traditional couples during hatching season. So when keepers noticed a mother of recently hatched twins struggling with her parenting duties, they decided to give the penguins the baby they were looking for. And if that hasn't warmed your delightful heart, it's probably made of stone. My final thought of the day is that of love and commitment. As we've just heard, older people still want it, yet there are people in the world who want to prevent LGBT people from having it. I want to set you some homework. Take a camcorder and go out into the street and ask people when they knew they were straight. When they've answered, ask them if they think it might be the same for gay people. We all know the answers already. We just never really asked the thought-provoking questions. Upload your videos and let us see them. You can do that below. That's it for this show, but please keep in touch and let us know what you think about these stories and others by email using info@outcast-tv.co.uk. Don't forget to leave your comment below, and if you're watching this on sites such as Facebook, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Outcast LGBT TV. As usual, all of the links are coming up at the end of the show. Thanks for watching, and whatever your plans, keep safe, keep warm, and keep being fabulous. I'm Jamie Wake, this was Outcast TV, and you, as usual, are very kind for watching. Take care, and until next time, see ya.